in half an hour.
First, it looks as though Per could be a hero in El Dorado.
I don't think your father's going to be very pleased about the idea. Especially after you missed so much school last term.
I can catch up.
Not if you're spending all your spare time working at some mindless job. It's not responsible.
Well, I don't see how he can possibly say that. After all, he just closes his business so we can go off playing with Philippe for a couple of days.
That's different.
Is it? Don't do as we do as we tell you.
If you're that determined, I think I can come up with a compromise.
Like what?
I need some part-time help with the clinic. I'd pay the going rate. You could do a few hours every weekend.
No, thanks.
Why not? You say you want a job, I'm offering you one.
You mean you're inventing one just to keep me quiet?
No, I could really use the help.
It's not exactly going to impress another employer, though, is it? Working for my mother. I need to prove I can get a job myself and do well at it. That means just as much as exam results these days.
Good evening. Table for two?
You working here? What's up? Got to save up for the tennis club subs, have you?
This way, please.
Lena, when Per gets back, could you ask him to give me a call and tell him I've checked up on that premises up in the square? I reckon I can get it for him. He was asking about premises, because the trouble down the chandlery. I said I'd try and help out.
I see. I'll give him the message.
To tell you the truth, I'm surprised he's not back already. I thought we'd be ball playing Tarzan by now. So, I reckon it was all talk. He's out on an all-night bar crawl somewhere.
Philippe! Wake up! Philippe! Oh, I have to get you to a hospital. Oh, my God. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't even know where I am. We could be miles from anywhere. Look, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll have to leave you. I'm not doing a runner, but I'll have to leave you to go and get some help. All right? I'm sorry.
Right. I'll see you tomorrow.
It feels like everything I do is wrong.
Don't be stupid.
Maybe you have changed your mind about getting married.
It's not there. It's just that, you know, I hate surprises. A flat full of nursery furniture ain't exactly my idea of fun. I don't want to come home and find you cooking all the time. You know I like eating out.
I'm sorry.
We don't have to row about this, do we?
Of course not.
I just want to get everything straight, you know. First the wedding sorted out, and then we can start thinking about the children. You know, and don't worry about the house. You know, I pay interior decorators to do that. So that's okay then, is it?
Perfect. I'm looking forward to seeing it all when it's finished.
Wait!
Yes, sir.
This food is disgusting. Take it away.
I'm very sorry, sir. I'll get it changed.
I'll tell you what, the standard's definitely going down in this place. Not only the food, but now the staff as well. I think we're going to have to find somewhere else to eat.
Whatever you say, Marcos.
Please help me. My friend's had an accident, nearly drowned. He's unconscious. Don't you understand? We have to get him to a hospital. Come on, I've left him right over there.
How do I know this isn't a trick?
What?
I've heard about this sort of thing, people being robbed on the road late at night. How do I know you and your friend won't attack me when I get out of the car?
But we haven't got the time. He might be dying.
There you go. All back to normal.
Thank you.
Everything okay now?
That depends.
On what?
Look, Terry, I don't want to clip your wings. I don't want to stop you having fun, but...
But you don't want me mucking about with the bar or the flat, right?
Exactly.
No problem. I'll be good as gold from now on. I mean it, Joy. It's just a question of sorting out the ground rules. I mean, you've got your life, and it's up to me to see how I can fit into it. But don't worry. I learn fast. Oh, come on. I'm doing my best. You got to give an inch sometimes. Suppose a smile would be too much to ask? And would it crack your face?
So, how are you feeling?
Bit groggy, you know?
The doctors seem to think you're going to be all right. They want to keep you here for a while, for observation, of course.
Yeah, I know. He told me.
Have you got Isabel's phone number in Paris?
Why?
Well, I thought I ought to call her, tell her what happened.
No, I'll be fine by the time she gets back. I don't want her worried. We will have to postpone the tennis club due, though.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry to ask even more favors from you, but you think you can handle that for me?
Oh, I'll do my best. But I need to phone Lena, try and organize some money. I only got the 100 pesetas we came with.
Where are my clothes?
In the locker, I think.
Could you take out my jacket, please? There's plenty of money in the inside pocket. Just take what you need.
What? I thought you told me it was all part of the rules. Relying on yourself. Not taking soft options.
I take it for emergencies.
Oh, I see. You don't like taking chances, do you?
Well, you'll also find my telephone book in there. Call Mr. Sanchez. He'll arrange for the bike's intends to be picked up.
I suppose he runs the local hotel.
He's got a farm near here. We meet up sometimes.
When you're out roughing it.
Believe me, if you've been through a night's drinking with that man, you really know something about survival.
You're a total sham, Philippe.
Okay, I know you may be a bit disappointed in me, but I hope you take up my offer of the shop.
Yeah. I think I will. I'd still rather do business with you than with Marcus Tandy.
Great. You and I be a great team. You know, if we can go through that, we can go through anything.
Morning.
Oh, hiya.
That's what I like to see, nice and clean and ready for opening.
You're keen?
Yeah, I promised Joy some time ago. Start as I mean to go on.
Well, there won't be any customers for hours. Oh, except me. I've had a quick one, but I've left the money on the side.
I didn't know you were an early morning drinker.
Dutch courage. I've got a job interview at the theatre. Stage manager, administrator, general dog's body. I've done it before for no money, like, but this is a proper job with wages.
I don't know what you're so nervous about. It sounds like they've as good as offered it to you.
Well, that's what worries me. I mean, there's Freddie working at Giorgio's, now me. I'm in grave danger of becoming respectable. Mind you, sounds like you're going the same way, opening up this early.
Yeah, it is a bit keen, isn't it? Look, I'll tell you what, why don't I take you for a drink somewhere else? and I can give you my pep talk on the virtues of honest labour.
Yeah, lead me into bad ways, you mean. I'd still like to make this interview.
Me? I'm a reformed character.
I'll tell you what, forget the drink. If you want, you can walk over there with us. I could do with the moral support. You've still got plenty of time to open up here.
So, how was London?
Oh, same as ever. Economy's going down the pan. Weather's lousy compared to here, but... Oh, it has its compensations. Well, you know what they say. Tired of London, tired of life.
Well, that's not a particularly comforting thought for an expat.
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean... No.
When you went away, you said you needed time to think, to come to a decision. It's beginning to sound as if you've decided to stay in England.
Yes. Not because of anything you've done. I'm glad I found you, and I wouldn't ever want us to lose touch again, but... It's my home. It's where I belong. But I don't even want to think about that for the next few weeks. I'd just like to enjoy some time with you, if you'd still like that.
Of course.
And then maybe you could come and spend a holiday with me in England. Later in the year, perhaps.
I imagine by then you might well be a married woman. Or haven't you decided about that yet?
Yes. I'm going to marry James in April.
Then perhaps you should check with him before you start issuing invitations.
Yes, I learned some things about him when he was over here. Things I don't like very much. Maybe I can change him. But whatever happens, I have no intention of letting him come between me and my father. You ought to know me better than that.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, I think I've had enough serious chat for one morning at any rate. I'm here to have fun, remember?
Oh, he's finally got the message then. Eh? Philippe, about the tennis club boycott. I suppose that's why it's cancelled. I hope he's had the good sense to put his subs back to normal as well.
Well, I doubt it. The opening's postponed because he's in hospital. But when he feels better, I'm sure it'll be back on again.
Thanks, love. See you later.
Mum. I've decided. I'm going to take that job with Marcus.
I see. You talked to your father about this?
Hardly. He's in a bad enough mood with giving up smoking and drinking.
Well, I'm not too pleased about it either.
Yes, well, this is my life, and I've made up my mind.
Can't we at least discuss it? Not here, but when you get home tonight.
There's no point.
Well, I happen to think there is. Is that too much to ask? And what about Rosario? You'll have to give her at least 2 weeks' notice. Have you spoken to her?
Not yet.
But don't say anything to anybody until we've talked it through. You're going to have a hard job convincing me.
When? I was coming to see you this afternoon. Perhaps I could buy you a coffee here instead.
Oh, why not?
Sorry.
Rosemary!
Hello again, Miss King.
You know, you're very naughty.
What?
Well, you know I told you I'd do all your shopping for you. You'd only to ask.
So what did you want to talk to me about? Have you made any more progress about getting to college?
Oh, no, not really. I've had other things in my mind.
Making arrangements for Ingrid and Javier, I suppose. I hear they're going to have a church blessing. I think that's a lovely idea.
Yes. Also, she's pregnant.
So you're going to be a grandmother? You must be thrilled.
Yes. Have you ever thought about it?
Of course. Though I don't think Blair's nearly responsible enough. I hope he waits quite a while yet.
No, I mean about you getting pregnant again.
Oh. Goodness, no. You think I've done my bit? I couldn't face all that again. I think I'll wait until the grandchildren come along. Then you get all of the pleasure and none of the responsibility. You're not the one who's up all night changing the nappies. Is something wrong, Rosario?
I'm pregnant too. I'd rather you didn't tell this to anyone.
Well, of course not, whatever you say.
I haven't even told Roberto yet.
Surely he'd be very pleased, won't he?
Yes, I suppose he'll be delighted. But for the wrong reasons. This will throw all my college plans out of the window. He never really wanted me to go.
You don't think that he...
I don't know what to think or what to do. That's why I needed somebody to talk to. I need the right person.
I need sanctuary.
Why? What's wrong?
Olive King.
Oh.
Stanley asked her to look after me, and she's taking it very seriously. It's awfully sweet of her, really. But if she's any kinder to me, I think I'm going to strangle her.
Here you are, that should cheer you up.
Champagne.
Courtesy of Roger.
Yeah. Well, Jerry's just been appointed administrator of our little palace of varieties. So I thought a little modest celebration was in order.
Congratulations.
Ah, a party. There's nothing in my Soto notes about a party.
No, Al, it's purely impromptu, Miss King. We're just toasting our new administrator.
You've taken on the job. Jolly good. You know, you should be very proud of yourself. There's great responsibility attached.
Yeah, well, it certainly sounds like a lot of work. The minute I've signed on the dotted line, I find out we got no cleaners, the bar staff are off sick, and I've got to rustle up a set for Slooper next week.
Never mind. I'm sure everyone will rally around.
That's exactly what I said. I volunteered to do the bar straight away, didn't I?
You're supposed to be working at Joy's place.
That she'll understand. This is an emergency. Anyway, I like a good party.
Bye.
Mom.
But now... So... How was it?
Okay.
Good. Well, while you've been off playing games, quite a few things have come up.
I want to talk to you.
And so do I. What is this business about Marcus Tandy helping you get new premises?
Forget it. I've made other arrangements.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
I've been thinking of taking over the franchise of the shop at the tennis club.
That doesn't sound much better. When are you and Philippe ever going to get any work done when you're so busy having your second childhood?
We got some great plans for the place.
They're so great that no one is going to go there anymore. You know they're planning a boycott for tonight's opening?
Well, they needn't bother. It's been cancelled. Philippe had a little accident on our trip.
What happened? Did he cut himself on a bottle opener?
Something like that. Anyway, I have to make sure that everyone knows that it's off.
But I want to talk to you.
Yes, she wants to get a job. Evenings, weekends. I've told her I think it's a bad idea. It's bound to affect her schoolwork. And I'm sure you agree.
That's not fair. I thought we were going to discuss this properly. You're just trying to get him to gang up on me. I'm not a child anymore. I've really thought about this. Work experience is just as important as exam results these days.
She's got a point, Lena.
There's plenty of time for that later. Then she can get both.
Maybe your mother's right.
But what do you think? You must have an opinion.
I'm not so sure. That's why people like Marcus Tandy and Philippe find it so easy to push him around.
Look, I haven't got time to talk about this right now. I have a couple of things I have to organize at the club. We'll discuss this later, all right?
Well, that was great. A really impartial discussion.
Trine.
Hi, is he still not back?
Who?
Terry. I've just been away for the day. He must have closed for lunch. There are not many people around this time of year.
Oh, I thought you might have been on a holiday or something.
What?
Well, I wanted to put this up on your notice board, but Trish told me it had been closed all day.
Has it?
Well, it's about the cancellation of the tennis club evening. If you're opening now, perhaps you'd put it up for me.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but this bar's going to remain closed for a while. I've got some urgent business to attend to, like maiming and disemboweling someone.
Hey, get your frock on. We're going out.
All right, Marcus. Are we eating at Giorgio's or somewhere new?
I don't know. Worry about that later. I want to play the tennis club a visit first.
I thought you weren't going. I thought no one was going.
Oh, yeah. But that's the attraction, see? I want to be there when that French git gets his comeuppance.
Okay, Marcus, whatever you say. Can I talk to you?
As long as it ain't about babies or interior decorating, yeah.
No. I know you like me to look my best, wear the right clothes for the right occasion. But all that costs money.
Well, I don't exactly keep you short, do I?
You are very generous. But I hate having to ask you for it. And I know you don't mean it, but it makes me feel cheap. When I was working, I had my own money. And I'm sure you wouldn't like me to feel less of a person when I'm your wife. So I thought maybe I can have my own bank account. It wouldn't mean you have to give me any more money than you do now. Just pay it into a bank instead. I know how busy you are, and I hate having to bother you about money all the time. It must be so much better for you.
I don't want to be working in a supermarket the rest of my life.
No one's suggesting that. I think half the trouble is you don't really know what you want. You'd have been better off staying on at school.
Yeah, well, I'm not going back, so you can just forget that.
Look, not long ago you wanted to go round the world, and look where that ended up. You're still getting calls from France.
Yeah, well, I told you, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm going to pay them back.
I thought you wanted to be a painter. Well, how does working for Marcus Tandy help with that?
Well, it'll mean I've got some real money. It's a lot easier to make choices when you can afford it. I mean, look at you and Dad. You sunk every penny you had into coming out here. And you've been hard up ever since.
We get by.
All those Christmases when me and Nessa were kids and you'd say, we'll have to see what Santa Claus brings. Meaning we'll have to see what we can afford. And it was never quite what we wanted.
We did the best we could.
Yeah, well, I don't believe in Santa anymore. If I want a nice car or a nice place to live, I'm going to get it for myself. And if you and Dad can't cope with that, then maybe I shouldn't have come back at all.
Oh, I see. I'm supposed to keep quiet about Marcus Tandy's dodgy reputation, or you'll just pack up and leave again, is that it? Well, it's not good enough. The man is a crook. I don't want a son of mine working for a man who mixes in the circles where people get kidnapped just because they know him. I'm scared. I'm scared, Blair. I'm frightened that you'll change, that you'll somehow be corrupted by him.
Mum, I'm not stupid. Anyway, I think it's exciting. I can handle it. I know I can. Look, the bottom line is I'm going to do the job with or without your permission. I just wanted to avoid a row, that's all.
Oh, hi, Rosemary. I came to see your mother. Oh, is this a bad time?
No, it's okay. I was just going. Bye, Mum.
How can I help?
Well, Gwen, I know Stanley had a word with you and Olive about keeping an eye on me. Oh, it was a very sweet thought. He was just concerned about my health, but Olive... Well, Olive is taking it too seriously. In fact, she's driving me mad.
Oh, dear. She means well, you know.
I know. That's a problem. I'm not always known for my tact, and I don't want to upset the old girl.
Oh, don't worry, I'll have a word with her for you.
Thanks, Gwen. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. Just the usual family wrangles. I expect it'll all blow over soon.
Hi. Oh, it seems to be your night for visitors.
Gwen, I just wondered, have you seen Terry about?
Afraid not.
Oh, I have. He was down at the theatre bar with Jerry. Seems to be quite a party developing down there.
Right. Thank you. I don't see why you should be doing this. It's his
I
responsibility.
don't even know if he's out of hospital yet.
I hope he's paying you for the work you
I'm
missed.
doing it as a favor.
Oh, you mean he's taking advantage of you? That's what it'll be like if you work here. You're too weak. He'll walk all over you.
You don't have to stick around. I'll stay here for a while and see if anyone should arrive.
If you're determined to go ahead, make sure that you get everything down on paper so you know where you stand. Otherwise, Philippe is just going to go on asking you favors and taking advantage.
Hello. This is a very discreet party, isn't it? So discreet, in fact, you wouldn't actually know there was a party going on.
It's been cancelled.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. Just think, all those grand plans Philippe had, and he's fallen flat on his face at the first hurdle. Oh, well, looks like we'll have to go somewhere else for our night out, eh?
Marcus, about the shop.
Yeah?
I'm sorry to say I won't be needing your kind offer. I'll be working here.
Here? Well, it's your life, Per, but I'd have thought you'd have learned something from this little shambles. Ah, it's the man himself. What's up, Philippe? Been bashing your head against a brick wall?
I had an accident.
You are an accident, mate. When you finally admit defeat on this place, give me a call. Because I reckon someone with a bit of enterprise might be able to do something with it. Enjoyed your party?
It will give me great satisfaction proving him wrong. I called my solicitor from the hospital and he'll be drawing up an agreement for us.
Good.
I decided, in the circumstances, to waive any fee for the franchise.
That's very generous.
Maybe a bit too generous. What's the catch?
There isn't one. I just thought I owed Beryl that much, that's all. Well, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even have the club.
What are you talking about?
He saved my life. Didn't he tell you?
You met someone and now you know how it feels. Goody, goody, you gave him your heart too, just like I gave mine to you.
Oh, is your dad very busy at the moment?
Yeah, he's building a villa for Marcus Tandy and he's doing an extension on a hotel.
Oh, it's just I've got to get a set together by next week. I've got a few flats left over from Murder at the Monastery, but if he had someone to paint them...
Is it a paint job? I think the short answer's no then.
Oh, well, no harm in asking him.
But I'll do it for you if you like.
Oh, cheers!
Goody, goody for me, and I hope you're satisfied, you rascal.
He's very good, isn't he?
That kind of thing.
Let's have another one!
Oh, right, okay. Well, this used to go down pretty well.
Terry?
Hi. I was just telling him what it used to be like in the old days, you know?
I can't let you out of my sight for 2 minutes, can I? You were supposed to be opening my bar, remember?
Yeah, well, there wasn't much business, so I thought, we'd open later and stay open through the night, Probably make more money that way.
You haven't changed at all. You're pathetic.
Look, Joy, I'm sorry. It's probably my fault. I've just started working here and Terry was helping me out.
He's very good at helping people out as long as they're female and under 40. I didn't realize you were that desperate. If your idea of glamour is some overaged child singing a few drunken choruses of goody, goody, you're welcome to him. I've had enough.
Joy!
Fancy getting away